logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Room here to run. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, this has been a Pittsburgh offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Play action. Now Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out right at the 35. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance each year. To this point, they delivered.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure and joy.
They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Wilson on first down.
That's complete. It's Okuegbunam.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Okay, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ball on the 8. It's second and 4.
Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 14. this one, tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10.
102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. These two teams all tied after one. Down carry for Henry.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Henry up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Tucker with an extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, it's Wilson.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that is incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson.
He'll get this to Nwangu.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Back to Nwangu again on 1st down.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Jeffries. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
He's got this one completed to Mims.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They go play action now. Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, 44 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos.
Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On 2nd down now, Jeffries. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Wilson.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. Excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So on 4th down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. Win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
186 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here caught by Mims.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. Play action. It's Wilson.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now a handoff up the middle. Strickland, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
He'll find Bateman once more.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Jackson now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. And that will be complete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First play's a run with Nwangu. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Strickland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.